Hi, all of you beautiful people. I am so excited to be here and be co-hosting it with Abby. She is a light, she is a student, and she's in the middle of studying. So this is good. This is a good little study break, and we are going to deliver you what we do as coaches and just kind of talk to you like a normal human being about what we do as coaches. So I got started way back in June of 2016. That's when I started doing these programs. I fell in love immediately, first off, because they were at home and I was too scared to go to the gym. And second, they were quick, short, effective. I was working shift work and I had two other jobs and I was dancing 3 nights a week and I was trying to battle life and friends and everything else. And so this was the perfect opportunity for me. And then fast forward 3 weeks until I was done the very first program. I bought my second program on DVDs because that's how it was back then. You had to buy every single program separately and buy them in packs, and it cost a lot. So come the second program, my coach was like, "Hey, do you want to sign up for the discount? Do you want to coach?" And I was like, "I will get that 25% discount, but I'm not coaching." And she was like, "Okay, but I think you'd be really good at it. You're showing up and you're being consistent and you're kicking butt in our challenge group. Are you sure?" I was like, "No, no, I will take the discount because I'm Ukrainian and I like cheaper things, but I'm not coaching." And then she was like, "Okay, fill this out for me. Just do this and then we'll hop on a call." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." Sweating buckets when I hop on a call, meeting a complete stranger. Mama told me never to meet strangers online, and this is what I'm doing. And so I met her on Zoom, and actually I think it was FaceTime, and we just started chatting and talking about my goals, and I was like, okay, well maybe I can do this. I can invite my mom, I can invite my aunt, I can invite my cousins, I can invite my friends, and that'd be really fun to do it as a group, as a family. I have a very close knit family, and it'd be fun to do it with everybody. So that's what I started doing, and then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm coaching. So I just kind of stumbled into it very slowly, not surely, because I had no idea what I was doing. And I messaged my coach literally every single day. I'm like, "Hey, what do I do for this? This person wants this. How do I proceed? Can you help me?" Da da da. And so I asked her all these questions. So that's how I started coaching. It was not on purpose by any means, but it has led to a beautiful destination. And we are here 4.5 years later. So that's pretty awesome. Abby, go for it. Take it away. Tell your story.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so I met Carly through Instagram and I don't know, I just like university, I'd been so active in high school and everything, and then university came around, I was just like engineering, taking 6 classes and 5 labs every term, and I just like didn't have time for anything. So I didn't do anything. And then yeah, she found me on Instagram and I was just like watching her stories and I was like, wow, that looks like so much fun. And it's quick. Like she always says it's only like half an hour. Like, oh, maybe. And she messaged me a few times being like, hey, you should join us. And I was like, nah, like no, I'll just like keep going to yoga like once every like 3 weeks and like it's fine. And then like a month later, I was just like, okay, screw it. Like whatever. Like you pay for 1 year, you get 30 days to decide if you want to keep it. And I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it the 30 days, but we'll see what happens. And I mean, it got me out of bed in the morning, which, if you ask my family, is the hardest thing to do. I will sleep in till the end of the world. And now, some days, not lately, but some days, I get up at 5:30 to do a workout with everyone else, and it's so great. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like super actively coach, but I do look for people, and if I've sent you a message, it very likely means that I think you would be amazing at this and I really think you'd enjoy it, whether or not you also want to share the opportunity. It's also just an amazing community just to be a part of.
Hands down. Praise to that. We can do a little Q&A now. Now that you know where we're both coming from, the first question is, did you have support from your spouse? Well, I didn't have a spouse at the time. I had just gotten out of a crappy relationship. And during that relationship, nothing went. Like, if I worked out, it was a sin because I would be too good looking for him. And then that's how I ended up diving into Beachbody, is because I was at my heaviest weight and I wasn't drinking every single weekend and eating chips and bowls of ice cream and lactose intolerant. So you know how that goes. Not well. And so I didn't have a spouse at the time. I truly believe, though, that Beachbody led me to my current relationship because of how I was feeling, how I was showing up in life, how I was showing up at dance. He's someone that I dance with, and he is 100% full on support of me. He supports me in what I do as a coach and in my workouts. He thinks they're great, everything's hunky dory, but he doesn't do them with me. Mostly because he already has a gym routine. He enjoys going to the gym, and that's his away space. And I full on support him in that decision because he is being active, he's being healthy, he's doing something for his health. And if I was maybe comfortable going to the gym in the past, I probably would have went to the gym, but I'm not. So I'm here, he full on supports me, and that feels super good. I know other people that don't have spouses that support them. And what I have to say to that is that that's just them projecting their insecurities on you. So when I was in that relationship where working out was a sin, that was just him projecting his insecurities onto me. And so if you are feeling that or in that type of relationship, you will get through it and keep doing what's best for you. That's the best advice that I have to give to you. So, Abby, what were you most nervous about when you began coaching?
Oh, sharing it, like just posting on my Instagram, posting on my stories. I still kind of am, but I was so scared of what people were gonna say because I know that people are like, oh, if you do that, like you don't need to post it. Like just do your workout and go home. And like just people are so judgy about everything. And eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a separate Instagram account for this. And I just post all of it on there. And I followed the people who I noticed watched those stories the most often. And lately I've been noticing a lot of people who know me in real life and from my other account have started following that account. And they're like, oh, I didn't realize like you switched. Like I thought you just quit. And I was like, well, I switched because I know that there are people who don't want to watch it. And this way it's just those people who want to see it. And it's the people I want to connect with for this. And yeah, like if I've invited you to anything or if I've followed you on that, it's because I think you would do good at this. And just like knowing that I have that group of people who are like, okay, I don't think these people are going to be negative about this. It makes it so much easier to like go out and post everything.
100%. What qualifications do I need to be a coach? Zip, zero, nothing. You don't need any certification. At first, when I signed up, I was like, I need a nutrition certification. I need to get my personal trainer certification. I'm going to be the best damn coach. This is after that. Yeah. Didn't finish the nutrition certification and didn't get a personal trainer. You don't need it. We have our top trainers that are there for that reason. They are certified, they are RDNs, registered dietitians, and they provide the top knowledge. We have 2 nutrition programs, one for portion control, one for mindset, and we have a vast I don't know the word. There's a lot of programs to choose from, a ton, like a wide range of programs to choose from that you can do anything, and that is what the trainers are there for. They are there to guide us through the workouts and through nutrition as well. So that's that. Abby, what does it cost to become a coach?
So I started out with a challenge pack, which was $186, and that included uh, the superfood shakes or your pre and post workout, your year-long subscription to Beachbody, any equipment that you needed for the program you started. So I started out with bars. So the only equipment that it came with was the little I Am motivational cards, which are actually amazing. I love them so much. And so all of that. And then now those packs also include both the nutrition programs, which they didn't used to, and I'm really jealous of that. So if you start as a coach without the challenge pack, it is an additional $50. But if you previously bought a challenge pack, you get that refunded. And then going forward, you pay $19 a month just to carry on with that. But you do get an amazing discount that if you are regularly buying the pre-workout or the shakes or anything, you're saving so much money.
Yes, and for November, those packs that she just mentioned that come with all that stuff are on for $162. No excuse November. Ditch those excuses, and this is the month to sign up. So, how do we earn an income as coaches? There are multiple ways. I will say a couple, and I will just tell you about a couple other ones. I won't get into the nitty gritty of them because once you dive in and do the trainings, you'll learn that stuff along the way. But the first main thing is 25% off of, or 25% commissions. The second way is team bonus cycles. So once you start building your team, you start cycling through. We have a couple new, brand new Emerald coaches that are now earning team bonus cycles, which is the ultimate game changer in your business for earning an income. The other couple ways that you can earn stuff are prizes or trips. Every year there's a Success Club trip. So last year we were supposed to go to Dominican. That got canceled because of the COVID, but this year, 2021, we're supposed to go to Mexico. Fingers crossed we can still go. And there's just awesome other bonuses that you can win or earn as you climb the ranks of this business. So there's multiple ways, and it's an incredible way to help people and get paid for it. So, Abby, how long did it take you to go full time in this business?
Okay, well, being a student, I am not full time, and I am studying my dream field of chemical engineering and mineral processing, and I've had that dream of working in Saskatchewan's energy sector since I was 14, specifically uranium mining. Most people are terrified. It's not that scary, honestly, but because of that, I don't know if I'll ever go full time with this. But I love the workouts. I love the community. I love having this chance to help other people, take that step into a field that scares a lot of people. Like a lot of people are scared of the health and wellness, and there's a lot to wrap your head around, and this just makes it so much easier. So I love being able to share that with other people. So this, will probably always be a side hustle for some extra savings, and based on a lot of trend reports, those are becoming a lot more common for full-time professionals. So right now, that is my plan. I'm just gonna do this little side biz, something I enjoy, because it is something I would stick with regardless.
For sure. And it's like a little bit of extra income for you to
Mhm.
go and travel and have some fun and do whatever you want to do in life while you're earning your main income from engineering. And also you get paid for helping people. So that's pretty cool. And you get to work on your own journey, which you're crushing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Do we provide training? Yes. On Monday, we are starting a 10-day new coach training. So I really strongly encourage you to get set up before that so you can be diving in on day one with us. It's going to be awesome. we're going to run it through Facebook. Most of our groups are run through Facebook or the new platform on BOD, Beachbody On Demand, BOD groups. But our Facebook new coach training will be run there just for ease for everybody else. And most people are already on Facebook. And if you're not, I strongly encourage you just to create a fake account just so you can be in our groups because they're awesome. What setup resources do I need at home to run my business?
Just your phone, honestly. As long as you have any social media account, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever you want to use, you can do this. The only other cost is usually depending which program you're doing, you may need a few dumbbells since the workouts are quite a core component to running this as a business. But honestly, most days I do my work portion of inviting people, posting during my relaxing time in the morning while I'm making breakfast, and in the evening laying on the couch watching Netflix with the roommates. So yeah, you can do it anywhere, anytime.
Best way to run the business, lying on the couch watching Netflix. I love it. And you can travel with it. Like, how freaking cool is that? Like, you can go to the lake for the weekend. You can go to Mexico for the week. You still earn an income while you're traveling. Sign
We did work
me
from home
up.
before it was cool.
Yeah. So true. So true. That's hilarious. Yes. I don't have many followers on social media. Can I still be a good coach? 100%. 100% you can. I wasn't really active on Instagram. This was back in my day, 4.5 years ago, when Instagram wasn't as cool. Now it's shit, but Facebook was where it was. There was no stories, there was no lives, like none of that stuff existed back in the day. And I had just done a purge on my Facebook of all of the friends that I did not talk to, of all of the people that I went to high school with, deleted them all because I was no longer friends with them. Like, see you later. They don't talk to you in real life. You don't need to see my stuff. So I had just done that. Slash, I was in a shitty time of my life before I started Beachbody. But I had just done that. And then a few months later, I signed up to be an entrepreneur, predominantly on Facebook, and then had no one to talk to. Shit, I just did that, didn't I? And so I had to build all that back up, which is okay. You get to talk to new people every single day. You get to meet friends of friends of friends. Social media is such a cool platform because you get to meet people around the world. And I've met some of my best friends through this company, through this network, through social media, which is pretty freaking cool. I talk to strangers all of the time, and it's super amazing to just chat with random people that are uplifting and are fun, and then you get to work with them. So you do not need a ton of followers. You can have 10 followers, you can have 15 followers, you can have 5,000 followers. It doesn't really matter. You just got to start somewhere. So, Abby, if I don't have any business experience, if I didn't go to school for a business degree, can I still do this?
Of course. Like, I mean, it's called like running a business, but I don't know. I see it more of a friend group. You're just meeting people, inviting them to things that they can do at home, tools to help change your mindset. The black one on the bottom shelf, it's all in one container. The pork roast, the potatoes, the beans.
This is a perk from working at home. You got your roommates needing
Sorry,
something from you.
That's just my sister asking where supper is in the fridge. Anyways, no, so you don't need any business experience. You start messages, it's like talking to a friend. It's just, hey, what are you up to? This is what I've been doing. Would you like to join me? So very straightforward. Sorry about that though.
Super casual. Super casual. And yeah, you're exactly right. It's like talking to a friend, which is awesome. Because we gained so many friends in this business. I love all things wellness and Beachbody, but I'm not super fit. I don't have abs. I'm not at my goal weight. Can I still be a coach? 100% you can. Because people appreciate you more. Okay, not more, but when you're on your journey. They don't like to see the end result, perfect, fancy you. They like to see you in your whole journey. They like to see you being human because you are. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have great days. You're going to have days where you sit and eat a full bag of chips. You're going to have days where you sit and cry because you are mourning a loss, or you're super stressed out because of school, or COVID is getting to you and you're tired of being isolated. Whatever it is, you're going to have those days. And when you show that you are human and show your full journey from start to finish, and along your whole journey, that is when people are going to connect with you the most. So you do not need to be super fit. You do not need to be a body beast person. You do not have to have a six pack abs. You just need to be human and show up as you are on your social media, and that's it. So with that, how much time do I have to devote to coaching every single day?
It is entirely a personal choice. Some people sign up just for the 25% discount and don't want to actively coach or share anything on their social media, and that's perfectly fine. Some people work full time doing like, I don't know, 6-8 hours a day. I usually do about 2 to 3, and that includes, half an hour of drinking my pre-workout and then a 30-minute workout. So 1 to 2 hours of work, but it depends what my school schedule is. Like today, Carly texted me this morning to remind me about this, and I was like, yeah, I'm so excited, nervous. And then I got to work on my homework and assignments because I have 4 assignments due tomorrow, and I'm only done 2 so far, but that's okay. And I just got so wrapped up in that, I completely forgot about this until 6:50, 10 minutes before the call, when I picked up my phone and there was a message there that was like, hey, we're doing a coaching call tonight. And I was like, oh crap, oh gosh. So, like sometimes stuff just happens. But like I said, I tend to do this like in the morning while I'm making my breakfast or laying on the couch in the evening. Lately, me and my roommates have been obsessed with How to Get Away with Murder. So if we watch 2 episodes, that's an hour and a half of time that I have to sit there and invite people and be like, hey, what's up? How is it going? Like, what what's new? Do you want to come try this?
Yeah, so many people work it in pockets of time, and everybody's just going to have their own schedule with running it. So yeah, students, mamas, shift workers, whatever you do, you're just going to make it adapt to your schedule. You're the CEO of your business, so you get to choose when you run this business. And as for what you do every single day, we have this lovely thing that Beachbody has put together for us called the Business Activity Tracker that you can fill out every single day. It has tasks on there of what you need to do every single day to move your business forward. So it's it only takes an hour to do this, and maybe a little longer if you're completing your workout, but it only takes an hour to do the actual work on there. So there's no reason why you can't do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes after supper, and 15 minutes before you go to bed, whatever it is. And it doesn't take a lot of time. So that's what you're going to do each day. It is outlined for you, and we will help you along the way if you have any questions about more of what we do every single day. So, Abby, what are your very favorite perks of being a coach?
Just having this group, this community that everyone is just like so uplifting and like there for you no matter what. Getting awards for hitting milestones doesn't hurt either. um, but like I know for me, especially like being in a very male dominated field, a lot of the girls I go to school with are very competitive, which yeah, it's competitive, but like I like being able to wake up early and having a very supportive group, or jumping on a team call in the evenings like this and just getting to chat with people who have similar interests and mindsets and who want to see each other succeed, because it's life's easier when you have someone on your side.
100%. Babes supporting babes. Good time. Abby, I'm going to ask you one more question
Okay.
because I'm going to skip mine because it's not a good one. Okay, you kind of already addressed this as for when you switched your social media over to like a more business one, but I'm nervous. Like people get nervous about what other people think. How did you kind of overcome that?
Well, okay, I just every time I'm going to like post something on my story or on my feed or to send out invites, I just remind myself of that quote that's like, don't worry about what other people think because they're too busy worrying about what people think about them. And just like, it's so true. Like, we always get so wrapped up in what other people think of us that we don't seem to realize that other people are also too worried thinking about what people think of them. And so most people who aren't on board with what you're doing won't interact with your posts. They won't message you back. They just they don't they'll just ignore it kind of, right? Because that's not what they want to do. Most people aren't going to come out and just be like, "No, what you're doing is dumb. This is stupid. Don't do that." They're just going to ignore it and let you do your own thing. So if you're showing up as you and being authentic, then you'll attract the people you're meant to. Like you will find those people and they will be people who are supportive and who also want to do this with you.
100%. It really doesn't matter what other people think because it's your life and you get to decide what you do with it. So, is it possible to launch a business when you're super busy? That was me. I was working shift work, night shifts, like 7 night shifts in a row, which I tell you is super freaking exhausting, especially when they're 12-hour shifts, especially when you don't get to sleep. But I got my work done anyways. Some days I would go to work from like 9 till 12 or 9 till 11:30 and then work 12 to midnight. Those sometimes were my days. And this business brings me so much joy that I put the effort into making time for it. And that just goes to show that you can do this business when you are a busy person. I was working 3 jobs. I was dancing 3 nights a week, trying to live a life, and I made time for the business because it brings me joy. So
Busy people get shit
Abby,
done.
yeah, busy people get shit done. I feel like I was more productive in this business when I was busier. Just because I like only had a certain amount of time and I had to get my stuff done. The stuff on this list that I showed you, you had to get that stuff done in that small amount of time that you had. And that's all the time you had. So you had to get it done. There was no sitting there scrolling people, searching just for fun, see what everybody else is doing. There was no time for that. So, Abby, how has coaching changed your life?
I honestly don't know what I would be doing without this and this community, and like I am still a very stressed out university kid. But at least now I know that I have a solid way to relieve some of that stress. Um, Especially this summer, doing MBF, throwing weights around my garage was great. And now on the BOD app, they have guided meditations. So I've been doing those a lot in the evening before I go to bed. And so that, and then hearing inspiring stories every week on team calls from people who were saved by this opportunity, who found, who found themselves through it, is just, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is good, this is great. um, yeah, I've told Carla before, I don't know where I'd be without this, and that is honestly the truth. When I started, I was stressed out about, failing a single test and grades and internships, and I was in the middle of what ended up being an 11-month medical issue that has just finally been resolved. And like now this has offered me another tool for the toolbox. In this shit year of 2020, it is one of the best decisions I have made in my life.
Preach it, sister. Oh, so good. And yeah, I am the same way too. I'm gonna answer this question just a little bit, because if I didn't have Beachbody during this time, like Abby said, I don't know where I would be. Probably still stressed as hell, working a very toxic, shitty, not shitty, the kids were great. I worked as a youth care worker in a group home. The kids were great on most days, but it was so stressful. And like Abby said, like being a student, super stressful during this time, having to switch over to online classes and learn a whole new adapting way of learning online, and just everything going on in the world. This is kind of like our outlet to relieve that stress, something that we can do for an hour, 2 hours a day that brings us joy. And I don't know about you, but life without joy, what is life then, right? You need some joy in your life, especially during this time. So the traits and qualities that make a good coach on our team are people that want to show up and people that are willing to do what it takes to better themselves, to commit to themselves, and then to go out and find people to help and serve during this time. We need more coaches now than ever to go and help and serve the masses. There are so many people that are struggling with mental health, with physical health, with sitting at home, with sitting and drinking, sitting and doing schoolwork for hours on end that their eyeballs are going to pop out of their face because they don't have something else to do. They don't have an outlet for them. The gyms are closing, things are shutting down again. We're down to 5 people per household. Things are slowly going backwards, and mental health is such a huge thing right now. And this coaching business has definitely boosted my mental health, reading personal development, drinking Shakeology, journaling, and just learning the habits around bettering your health and your mental health. Yes, it's amazing to earn an income, but it's also amazing to better yourself. The main thing that we do as a coach is better yourself. And the second thing is to go and serve and help people. And it's so incredible when you receive messages that say, hey, you helped me so much. I've lost 5 pounds. I fit into my jeans. I have so much more energy. I passed my exam because I was able to focus and study. Like, those are the messages that you want to receive. So what makes a good quality coach on our team? Someone that's willing to show up and someone that's willing to serve. Abby, last question of them all, and then we'll shut her down. What is the number one piece of advice that you can give to a new coach?
Just do it. Just don't be afraid. Don't think twice. Just do it. They give you the list of things to do. There's an app version because I forget to print them out, so I have the app. Just open it up and just look on there. What do I need to do? Ding, 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 ding. Save. Done.
And mic drop. We should have just began with that, and then we could have ended the call. Just do it, Abby said. Yes.
All you need to just do it. Like Carly said, like right now, gyms are closing. Mental health, sprinkle in the regular old seasonal depression in there. Um, like like looking at it from the outside, it seems like a lot. But when you break it down on that tracker, it's a few things a day, and you can do it in the morning while you're getting dressed after you wake up and work out with us at 6 in the morning. it's it's so it seems so hard, and I know like I even am daunted by it some days when I have a lot of work. Like today I'm like, do I fully have the time to do it? But I do. And I know that like I'm gonna take half an hour tonight before I go to bed anyways to watch Netflix on the couch. So during that half hour, I may as well pick up my phone and send out the invites because I have time. I just think I don't, but I do. Busy people get shit done.
Yes,
So if you've ever considered it, just do it. Just sign up, just do it.
just do it. The advice of the night, just do it. I love it. Just do the damn thing. Okay, that wraps it up. We legit should have just started with that. Just do it. Ended the call. Just do it. Just become a coach on our team. Just say yes to yourself. Say yes to your own journey. Say yes to your health, and say yes to serving other people. That's legit what we do as coaches, and I personally think it's freaking best job in the world. I don't know about
It's
you, Abby.
written on this, it's even written on the side of our boxes. Decide, commit, succeed. 3
Yes.
steps.
Beach Buddy knows what's up. Anyways, we'll wrap it up and enjoy the recording. If you didn't listen live, enjoy the recording. Monday, September 23rd, we are starting our brand new coach training. So
November.
what did I say?
I thought you said September.
Okay, definitely not September. We're not going back in time. November 23rd. 23rd, right? I hope. Whatever Monday is, whatever the day on Monday is.
Yes, the 23rd, yeah.
Okay, good. No, wow. November 23rd, we are starting our 10-day new coach training. So get signed up this weekend, get signed up before Monday so you can dive in and go full force into that with us on Monday. So enjoy your Thursday night or whenever you're watching this recording. And I look forward to seeing you as a brand new coach on our Live Free Team Lean In teams, and I am so freaking stoked for all of you to dive in, and yeah, let's change lives.